Avi, you already, yeah, also awesome, perfect. How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing?
So far, so good, Lenny. How about you?
All good. What did you say? I couldn't hear you. Think
So far, so good.
So far, so good. That's good. Amazing. I better put my earplugs. So it could be an interesting day today. It's a bit of a market day, right? With the news that came out. It's a bit become a bit of a market day. Right? So what happened this morning? There was the news that Trump is not happy with the way European Union is negotiating, and therefore he is threatening with some additional tariffs to the European Union. But yeah, what can you expect, right? I think the United States administration currently is the one that has the most issues with the higher yield and the falling dollar. So in Europe, of course, Europe knows that. So Europe's not going to give concessions, and they expect the United States to make the concessions. So of course, Europe's going to be like being a tough negotiator because they know that Trump is more under pressure, and yeah, Trump responding to it by threatening with 50% tariffs from June 1st, and that's why the market is responding. So, and also there's the individual catalyst in Apple. I think Apple could perhaps trade more independent today because Apple is as an individual catalyst. There's the threat that if they don't put their manufacturing of iPhones in United States, that they're going to get additional tariffs because now Apple is looking to do their production and manufacturing in India, which Trump wants to have it on United States. So yeah, we got basically these two things that are now dominating the market, right? The threat on extra tariffs on the European Union and the Apple manufacturing threat. Yeah, but I think there's definitely something could become a market day, but also some other stocks that trade independent. I think the nuclear energy, right? OK alone, SMR, they might be trading independent, do their own thing. And QBTS, a lot of volume. So I'll be sharing my screen in a little bit. So I see the P Capital bootcamp students also coming in. How's everybody doing? Everybody from the P Capital bootcamp hear me as well? Yes, okay, perfect. Thank you for the confirmation. Then I'm going to share my screen in a bit. We could start with the pre-market preparation. First, let me go to Bearable Traders to post my watch list over there. Then we can discuss everything that's happening this morning. So I'm now going to the chat room. Tum. And then we're going to start and take a to rough look at everything that's happening. So what is on my watch list? It's Apple, NVIDIA. So it's NVIDIA, Apple, Tesla, Amazon. And then we get OKLO, SMR, and QBTS, but we're gonna discuss that. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Hey, more people are looking to get in. That's great. Maybe let me turn on a light here because it's getting it's a bit dark. So I hope everybody is well this morning. I'm gonna start, all right? I'm gonna share my screen. And I'm gonna turn on the light. One by one, I see more people coming in. So you guys can see my screen now? Is that correct? Just give me confirmation, all right. Perfect. Then I'm gonna turn on the light and we go ahead. There's a bit more light. All right. Okay. So let's start. So there's definitely some turmoil this morning. I'm a trader. I like to trade stocks that have a clear catalyst, right? That something is happening in the stock. A lot of buyers stepping in, or a lot of sellers stepping in, right? A lot of sellers trying to leave. So what I'm usually looking for is like stocks that have a clear catalyst. Something is happening in the stock. If the whole market is moving up and down because there's market news, for example, today, for me, that's a little bit less preferred. Because if the stock moves up because the whole market moves up, then what if the market suddenly turns around, right? If the market suddenly turns around, then also my stock that I'm trading will turn around. So I always feel a little bit more comfortable trading stock with a clear individual catalyst. That being said, we can still find it today, right? So what today might gonna be a market day? Why? Because you can see the SPY news came in around 7:20. This was the tweet from Trump where he said, okay, maybe I'm gonna put higher tariffs on European Union because they are being very tough negotiators. And that is not what the market liked, right? More tariffs, more fears, more uncertainty. So now we see like a weakness, we see uncertainty, we see the sell-off, right? It's causing the whole spike to drop. And also the technology ETF Qs are also dropping here. So that's the news from the market. But there's also individual news. For example, Apple also got a thread where it was said, okay, if you don't do your manufacturing in the United States, but in India, currently, which is planned, and they won't have it in the United States, they're going to be getting extra tariff. So Apple actually moved down a little bit before already, and Apple could be in play, right? Because they have a clear individual catalyst. They have also 5 million shares traded right now, so Apple will be very high on my watch list. We can take a look at all the tech names. Microsoft, usually not a best trader. I also don't see like a big gap down. I see not too much volume, just 500,000. There's no catalyst, right? Besides the market catalyst. So I won't find it interesting. Google is usually a difficult trading stock. It has been trading pretty nicely in the last 2 days. Actually, really beautiful trades because of their AI developments. But now it's a third day already after the announcement 2 days ago. So I don't think I'll put Google on my watch list. The reason it's moving down is also because of the whole market. In Meta, I don't see so much volume. 380,000 shares traded, but I think we're gonna take a look at all the tech names anyway if the market opens. So, but it's not on my primary watch list. AMD seems to be weaker, a little bit weaker than the rest. Right? You see also like 7, 8 red days in a row already on the daily chart. Wait, I need to admit a few other people. Admit. Oh, yes. So now everybody should be in for now. Yeah, so AMD seems to be a bit more weaker. They had like a big move up, and now we have basically like 7, 8 red days in a row. Each time a little bit of a sell-off, and today also we're selling off, also because of the market news. Yeah, I think it's tricky because there's no individual catalyst, and also haven't seen trading AMD very well the last couple of days. Nvidia, I think, is good. 30 million shares traded, right? A lot of liquidity, a lot of volume. Yes, it's also trading with the market, but I think with 30 million shares traded, could be a bit more interesting. Apple, right? As we discussed, we got the individual catalyst where they got the tariff threat specifically for Apple. So Apple is very high in the watch, is 5 million shares traded. It's also the weakest from all the tech names, minus 3.6% down. Tesla is also on the watch list, 6 million shares traded, so enough liquidity. It's very boring actually. The daily chart is really in range. Yesterday it gave a very strong, interesting setup. But the pre-market also not looking very different, but at least it has a lot of liquidity, right? And I think everybody's in.
Hey Lenny, how you doing?
Avi, all good, all good. What about you?
All
It's
good,
just-
man. All good. Where's your floral shirt? It's Friday.
It is my shirt, right? You want to have like something with colors, right? This is my color here.
There we go. Good, good, good. We got fashion moderators in here, man. You got to be careful.
Hi, Avi. You said fashy shirt, man. I tried to be sync, yeah, but look at that.
There we go. It's the only time I get to wear these colorful shirts, so might as well.
That's good. That's good.
Cool, cool. Sorry, don't let me interrupt, Lenny. Carry on. You're doing the pre-market stuff.
Yeah. No, just I'm just almost finished. So yeah, from the tech names, I have Apple on my watch list because the individual catalyst, Nvidia and Tesla because they have like just the most liquidity, and Amazon because they usually can respond very well to tariff news. And then I got OKLO and SMR. It's like nuclear stocks, and yeah, there's a lot of news around it with the new tax bill and the big bill. And there's definitely some change in regulation there. So perhaps OKLO has some difficult trading stocks, but they have volume. So I put them on the watch list. They have also a nice gap up. It's trading very erratic in the pre-market, moving up and down. But let's see what's going to happen. And there's QBTS, like 13 million shares traded. Yesterday it traded very well, right? The quantum computing stocks, they are getting popular again. At least like they're getting hyped. A lot of they're really in play. QUBT, IONQ. What's the other one? RGTI, and I think QBTS actually gave a few interesting setups yesterday, and also last week. So I think it's good to have them on the watch list. So basically, that's my watch list. And yeah, what else? Bitcoin is of course also down a little bit now. Yesterday was the all-time high. Now it's down a little bit because also of this tariff developments. The dollar is holding a little bit stable. It lost a little bit, but I think the dollar is okay. 10-year treasury yield is 4.47. So that was it basically for me. What's on the watch list? What about you, Avi? How's it going?
All good, man. For now, I'm still just watching the sunset. It's really pretty. So it's very distracting. I don't really want to do much else. But yeah, let me get a screen up on it. It's cool.
Beautiful sunset.
It is nice. I can't trade the open. I just can't these days. I'm always distracted.
Very beautiful sunrise, sunset. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. I'm watching The Spy as always, guys. Got the Avi8ors levels on there. And yeah, looks like we have that big move already. And what I see is basically the bottom level here, 573.26. Looks like it's a little consolidation. I'd be interested for a breakdown if that happens at the open. But there's a lot of trouble before getting to the target, which is way further down, is that this gap area, these green lines here. So if I'm going to get that short, it's just a quick trade, a scalp, which is typically not what I like. So looks like at the open, that'll be tricky if that even happens. It's going to be jumpy, I'm sure. The other thing, actually, somebody yesterday was asking about this, and it's happened again today, so it's good to go through it. I think Satinder are you here? Anyways, the point is, you're thinking you have a breakdown from essentially the low of yesterday in the pre-market low area, and what you can think about is it pulls up and retests that breakout and it continues down. It may well happen, but in my trade book, this move is already done. It broke down. It already hit the next level, even though the level is defined by the 8 a.m. candle. So the way I'm seeing it, the move's already happened. I'm not gonna go and look at it to reject that area and continue further down. That's not in my trade book, because the move happens when it goes from one level to the next, and that's it. Don't count on it happening again. So I'm not looking at that retest of the breakout. All I'm looking at the open is potentially a breakdown. Otherwise, wait for a few 30-minute candles for a setup at any other level at some point during the day. And hopefully it's not too late in the night and you can take something. Otherwise, come back on Monday and trade again. Or is Monday off? I think Monday's off.
Yeah, Monday's off.
Yeah. So that's it. That's so far that's it. But I do think it's gonna be very jumpy this morning, just because of all the. I mean, just looking at the candlesticks already, just overnight activity tells me it's going to be jumpy. It looks like a catalyst, which looks like it sounds like it is. What was it? Trump negotiating or something again? So, anyways, yeah. So that's that for me. That's it. Don't know what else to do with this market today. Just wait for it. But again, there's going to be volatility. You know, like Lenny was saying, there's independently moving stocks. You guys like ORBs? That's the stuff to look at.
Avi, can you please take a look at Apple and then expand it in a way that goes to May 5th, May 7th as well?
All right, 30-minute chart, May 7th.
Right? That is the level. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you are at the bottom. Very nice. 30-minute charts, what I like to see, how to move down, hit a bottom, pushed up. Now it's hit that bottom again. It's not a clean double bottom. I mean, this is really hard to call it a double bottom. It's basically one move down, one move up, and another move down. So you know there's support there now, just here within this price action of so far today and as we go on through today. If you get a reversal signal down here, that would make sense. You have a reversal as in a long off of 193. The other thing that is kind of looking interesting is potentially a breakdown from there. But again, this is not one of those ideal consolidations where it's small little candles right above the level, right? It's not a good one. If you do catch a breakdown, be careful with it. It's more ORB momentum trading rather than catching one of those big moves. But obviously for now, I mean, bigger perspective, it is an area of support. I think the bigger trade, if it happens, could be that big long from there. It'll probably break down, mess around 30 minutes or something, and then if that happens. So it's an interesting level. Yeah. Good catch on that.
By the way, guys, that was the 1 minute Avi market analysis.
Oh shit! It's too early for me still. I have to go get some
1
coffee.
minute, guys.
I only show up here because of you guys. If it's up to me, I'll show up after the open and then see what happens. It's all good. Everyone's style is different. Mine is just like this. Yeah, Allison, you got a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out it's showing a lot of strength right now compared to the rest of the market and the rest of the nuclear stocks. So I just wanted to point that out and get your thoughts.
What stock specifically?
SMR.
Yes. Yeah, the nuclear stock there in play, definitely. I also got here level SMR 26, 27. Now it's low today. No, I think the nuclear stock definitely could be in play today. I think OKLO has a little bit more volume, but SMR is like gapping up a little bit more. I think they could be trade very tricky, right? First, we need to really the confirmation that they're actually going to trade well, that is setting something up. And I think we just need to wait. At least my style is to wait a couple of minutes, at least 3 minutes, and then we can see which one is trading the best.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard to say already which one is going to trade the best. But SMR seems to be for now a bit stronger, right? Really moving up above the VWAP. OKLO now fighting at VWAP. Let's see.
Is OKLO a nuclear stock? Really?
Yeah, as far as I know, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me check.
Yeah, they do small nuclear reactors that AI plants can actually put at their site, so they don't have to bring power in. It's kind of like portable nuclear.
Cool. I've been accumulating the entire nuclear sector since like 2016, 17 in my long-term portfolio. So today's a decent week in that game. It's been a good run already, so here we go. it's only going to get better with all this demand for energy, AI and crypto. I don't even know what's going on in the world, but all that stuff.
Yes.
And as we
Yeah.
don't create more oil and stuff, we need more of that. So, you guys hear about the blackouts in Europe last week? Was it 2 weeks ago? Portugal and Spain. I mean, that's the effect of basically demonizing traditional energy that created the Industrial Revolution, and now they have to import it from where? From Russia. It's kind of funny how it all works. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's a different story. That's not day trading.
Things are happening, you know, a lot of globalization at the same time, you know, like different trends and also geopolitics, everything coming together. It's always a different complex soup, everything coming together.
Yes, very complex, very opportunistic on the investment side. It's a different world. Hey, Ant-Man, great webinar last night. Thanks for putting that together. It's already uploaded. I looked at the recording. It was great. We'll get more to details later on after this session today.
You
But
got
good
it.
stuff, man. Thanks for doing it.
Sure thing.
That was great. Not for newbies, but that was great.
Yeah. There are definitely some very interesting points there about correlation, looking at a stock and looking at it at the bigger market and seeing about correlation and specific ways of doing it, variables and such things, as well as adding into positions that are working against you. Again, that is complex stuff. So all of you saw that. That is, you don't do that in the first couple of years of trading. Don't even think about it. It's going to hurt, but it's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's indeed important, right, to very carefully build up the skills, improve the skill, and you know you have to go through a very long learning process with a lot of mistakes, and the mistakes at the beginning shouldn't be too costly. I think you can, with low risk, learn also a lot of things.
Oh yes. All right. Oh, is there any news scheduled today? I forgot to look.
There's at 10 a.m. There's something.
Home
Home
sales.
sales.
Home sales at 10, 12 Fed Cook speech. Okay, I see it. So no trading for me before 10 unless something really happens quickly. But you know, I don't see anything happening for me at least. So no trades before 10. And then we have 12. Okay. That's a few hours away. Cool. I think I'm gonna go take a walk in the sunset and come back in 30 minutes. You guys be okay without me?
Yes.
Good. Yes,
Yes.
good.
All good.
Pretty out there. That news stuff keeps you out of the open, but that's a good thing. Stay away from the open. A couple of minutes, you know. Even without the news, I would stay out 3 or 4 minutes at least. So let's look at this.
Yeah, there's some more buried news coming out. Some sign that there's no sign of normalization in the U.S.-China trade. Besant saying, "I hope this lights a fire on the European Union." But yeah, maybe we're gonna get like a round 2 of the terror war. Let's see. Maybe they're not getting there.
Escalation, if I see.
Yeah. Second round of escalation, but we're gonna look for the volatility. I'm looking forward. 5 more minutes. So you're not gonna trade the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't have a setup here that would make sense in the first 30 minutes anyway. Basically, it's a short for the setup, but there's nowhere to go. There's no room for profit. And then, anyways, running into the news. So I'm going to wait for these 30-minute candles to give me some pattern. For now, there's nothing I can work with, which might take a few hours. It might take 30 minutes more. I don't know. Just got to sit and watch. Because I'm only trading SPY, and these things. The SPY gets impacted by the news quite heavily. So jumpy. Gets very jumpy.
Yeah, indeed. So let's see, Apple can do something. So we see wouldn't say like the market was already becoming a little bit weak last 2 days, and now we see another sell-off. I think it could be traded both sides. It's both to the long side, to the short side, both for perhaps not too big of moves. I think market can also just start to whipsaw everything up and down. So I think it's good to really have stocks that trade independent if you're trading stocks.
Lenny, could you real quick check if you're still sharing your screen? Usually I see it, but right now I don't.
Yeah, it's still shared. I
It's
could
still
reshare it, but it should be.
Okay, you're still sharing. Okay, I'm having the problem that a lot of other people have had recently, not able to see. But okay,
You
I'll find
can.
it.
You guys can see my screen or not?
Yeah,
I can.
everyone can see. Yeah, everyone can see. It looks like okay. You're good. You're fine. Cool.
Right.
Let me make sure that I can see it. That's what's important as well. I'll find a way.
Right. Tesla is now moving up. See, Tesla didn't make such a big gap down. Actually, Tesla is also the least weakest from all the tech names. Tesla's really contracted in a range, daily chart. Yeah. So curious to see what Apple going to do. Nvidia moving up already a little bit. Yeah, I would be actually open to trade it to both sides. Perhaps the market gonna see this. Stock market has been really holding really strong, I think, last couple of weeks compared to all the uncertainty that there is in the market. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of risk. The stock market holding really well. And who knows, even today, it could be like, okay, we're gapping down, but then the market just getting completely bought up after the market opened. Could be. I'd be surprised. So actually, I'm open for all kind of scenarios today.
Yeah. So I am interested in a big reversal on a SPY. If that setup happens, it's a good one. It's lots of room for reward. So, but that's gonna be a while. It'll be later in the day.
Yes.
I'm tempted to add more to the clear position. Anyways.
Okay, Besant already trying to calm down the market. He says most countries negotiating in good faith, except the European Union. They will see more deals announced within a 90-day period. So I think this could also definitely become like where just the dip getting bought. Yeah, I said if we could go both ways, already moving up a little bit. The NVIDIA. Yeah, I think we just have to read the price action.
No.
Apple remaining weak, actually. Apple remaining very weak. We got here a pivot 193.25.
Hi, Avi.
Hey there.
Do you consider the SPY in 5 minutes double bottom?
Let's see, 5-minute chart. Yeah, that's a decent one. Yeah. Good catch. Yeah, there's a good little arch between the two bottoms. The second one's higher than the first. It's in the vicinity of the level. The long actually would have been a little bit ago. It's in the pre-market, but yeah, I see it. You can even take a long a little later on, as in the break of the double bottom area, which is the middle of it right here, 576. If you can find a setup with a tight entry with a stop right below it, perhaps that's sets up with a 1-minute ORB or something like that, and it's a good one. Yeah, good catch. 5-minute chart makes sense to me. Big move down right off a level. That's the first thing, and then you have a good shape. Actually, this is the completion of the double bottom, this white candle. So the new 1-minute high, just above 575, would have been the entry if in the pre-market. And then going for the level up.
Okay,
You can do a
thanks.
late entry. Yeah. That's interesting. 575, 576, 2 areas to enter. Cool. We'll keep an eye on that. Watch it on the 5. Watch it here.
So market's about to open. I think Apple looks interesting. It looks weaker than the rest. Market's open. Ding, ding, ding. It's at the level right now. I'm just not gonna trade in the first 3 minutes, I expect. So Apple held there.
Yep.
Just let's sell it. Selling now. Okay, well, Apple's opening very strong.
Yes, Apple's already run.
Apple being very strong. It really held that level. Failed breakdown. So what everything else is doing. Tesla opening a little bit weak. So SPY Q is moving up. QBTS, okay, opening week, but the volume is not in yet. It's a nicey stock, so I think volume could take a while before volume comes. SPY just made a green to red move. Apple holding strong. So far we moved $2, ATR $6.
Nice.
Bit of a wick, so that's not convincing.
Watching this nuclear stuff. You said it was Oklo, and who said what was the other nuclear? SMR, is it?
SMR, yes. SMR.
Let's watch that. That'll be entertaining. See what happens here. Started out weak. This is a fallen angel setup, ideally. Oklo. Coming down to the level. Well, it's not fallen angel, sorry. Oh, yeah, it is. Gapped up. Opens weak, bounce off a level. You get the long. That's what I'm looking at. But I don't go long on these sorts of things. When I used to trade this, let it reclaim the opening price, and then you have the
Like
long.
QBTS, right? I mean, like what you said, just described happened in QBTS.
What happened?
Where it squeezed the second minute, first minute, like selling out. But actually, QBTS is not a gap up stock. QBTS was just trading.
Yeah. But it's an interesting one either way. If it reclaims the opening price and goes, it's good. It's more powerful with a gap up, fallen angel stuff. See, it didn't happen, so you wouldn't go wait for it on Oklo. SMR, big sell off so far. Tesla, here it comes.
Also being weak so far, move $4.
Watch
Second candle, good volume. Just hate to short these days, I have to say, because it has been so strong last 4 weeks.
Yes.
Every pullback got bought up. I just get nervous by the thought of shorting.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. It's tricky. I'd rather wait for it to drop and then catch a reversal. But there you go. That 5-minute fallen angel. Was it double bottom setup? I think Paris, you were talking about it. It's working. Seems to be working, but make sure you have a strategy for it. A tight entry, VWAP, whatever it is. Very interesting here.
Apple not really convincing, right? You see the second candle, it's not really speeding up. Third candle is an inside candle. Okay, now it's breaking out. Also the SPY Q is breaking out.
There it goes. Apple hit the level, so be careful. 196.75 on my chart. That's where you want to watch it.
I think the issue is there's a lot of correlation with the market, right? SPY and Apple. So if
Yeah.
now if Apple SPY turns around, Apple might also turn around. Entry or not? I don't think it should be an entry. I think it looks very tempting for me to get an Apple, but I don't think it's really nice.
It's probably far up from those moving averages, right? Right now, you have those on your chart, Lenny? It's extended from. I don't have moving averages, so, but if you're looking at this sort of stuff, I imagine moving averages are important.
Yeah.
It's a little far out. Big move up to begin with. There goes Oklo. There's that fallen angel. Catch that. Bang. Woo-hoo. Trading like a low float.
Oh, look at this squeeze. Yeah, also volume came only in the 4th minute, you see?
Brilliant. That's the catch. That's the, man, that is exactly how I used to trade low floats, just this setup. And you get a $20 move, of course. This is not a low float. But that's it. That's that fallen angel setup. Perfect.
QBTS also being strong.
Okay, look, it's shooting high.
Yep. It had a good setup as well to catch it. It'd be out by now, 46, or out at least 90%.
It's
And then add it. Yeah. It should. If it's healthy, it retests 45. It should pull back, but let's see if it's healthy. There it comes, close to 45. No, not yet. It's Oklo we're looking at here. Damn, I should add it to my uranium position. So long-term chart looks really good.
Apple looks really strong, but it's not according to my rules or my trade book, so I cannot just take it. I won't be taking it.
I go slow.
So okay. Oh, So yeah, big tech names, they more or less trade with the market, which makes it hard. But these nuclear stocks, they trade better. You see, OKLO is now the strongest one compared with SMR. OKLO is the strong one.
That's the one with all the buzz. Huh? There we go. I just increased my uranium exposure. There we go. It's a good day for the investment stuff. Let that run. That thing is going places. It's funny, every couple of months I add some. So, all right, back to the SPY. What's happening here?
Yeah, SPY being strong.
I watched that bounce on OKLO. It's basically bouncing off the opening range, the opening price, right at the top of the opening range where it sold off from, breakout, retest. If that truly is a retest, it's a good, healthy piece of action for the move up to break out through the level. The next level up that I've got is 47.82. There you go. Good stuff.
Yeah, so AMD. We're also looking strong. But everything looks strong, right? The SPY and Q is just moving up.
Yeah. Tesla as well, guys. Same thing. Watch that fallen angel setup.
45.50.
Yeah, Tesla is not a fallen angel, but it's a good setup. I think 5-minute ORB could happen on Tesla. Break of the opening price. Once you claim it, there you go. You want to get your stop a little wider and then tighten it up on the way. Again, if you're catching breakouts. Oh, close well, ABCD. Perfect
Yes.
pattern, actually. Again, broke out. Plenty of good activity. There you
Oh,
go.
wow. Look at OKLO indeed. It's strong.
Who's making money today, huh? Look at that thing go.
So, okay. Ooh.
All right.
So
Here's
it's
another
spread.
retest.
Spread is like 6 cents on OKLO. That's okay.
Yeah, big moves, big spread. They kind of come together, huh? There's a retest happening now. Okay, hello. Look at that. Bouncing off of the previous high, just about 46. So breakout, retest. Ideally, it breaks a new high, and off you go. Let's see. Yeah, Apple moved there, but it's sitting there. What else we got? Tesla. Where is it? Yeah, Tesla's on its way. Whoever's trying to catch that ORB.
I got in OKLO, but I'm not sure about it.
Alrighty.
Tesla moving up.
Nice.
Many overlapping candles and OKLO.
Who's in OKLO? You got some? Who was
I'm an OKLO,
Yeah,
but I'm not
yeah,
really.
me.
Ron as well. Cool. I'm curious about SMR if that's gonna follow OKLO. That will be interesting.
It looks like a good view of breakup.
Yeah.
It's the
Gotta
volume.
get some. See what happens. Yeah, you need the volume indicator if you're trading these ORBs and fallen angels, all that. I don't trade these things, so I don't have the indicator on. But if you're using it, if you're trading these strategies, you need the volume indicator. That's what tells you about breakouts. There you go. Tesla again bouncing off of the ORB, the top of the ORB, the opening price, just about that area, 337.50. So your stop should be around just below that. If you survive that retest, then you're on your way. That's precisely what OKLO did earlier. And I think SMR has a potential to do it if it gets back up to the opening price. 28.50-ish, if it gets there.
QBTS.
Got an alert system there, Ron?
Sorry.
So I get SPY now pulling back a little bit. I'm out. Okay, that was not a good one.
Yeah,
Yep. Manage the risk and get out always.
So SPY is now pulling back a little bit. Qs as well.
Darren, you want to know my levels on the SPY? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Put it on. Leave it on the screen for a few minutes. There you go. That's what I've got.
What about Amazon, perhaps?
Okay, and here comes SMR, guys. Again, fallen angel. It's a gap up, bounced off a level. If it reclaims the opening price, you have that ORB kind of setup. Watch the breakout stuff. Breakouts, as in you're watching volume, you're watching the moving averages, watching liquidity, all these sorts of things for that strategy. Anyone want to know why Apple is struggling at 196.75? Anyone want to guess? There's a good reason for it. All right, yeah, you got it right. Because it's an Avi level, that's why.
Lenny look okay alone.
The only reason. Nice. There you go. All right. SMR, here it comes. Take a close look at it. The break of 28.50, the opening price. That's where, if that breaks, it'll break hard, I think. Volume will come in.
Ion Q is the strongest of the nuclear, it looks like. Or that would be or quantum, I'm sorry.
Quantum, alrighty. Yeah, and Oklo made higher lows on a 1 minute chart, so that is encouraging for a continuation move up. Let's look at Ion Q as well. Lots of movement today. Isn't that great? Oh, yes. Ion Q also. Good
Yeah, I
chance.
got in on the bounce off of VWAP after the 4th minute.
All right. There you go. Yeah, little 1 minute ORB up. You catch the breakout, or rather the retest of VWAP. Another ABCD pattern. Yeah, healthy price action. This is what is healthy. And here, even SMR, the consolidation before the breakout. That's what you want. That would be healthy. Consolidating, getting ready for a breakout. 28.50. This is going to happen, I think, any moment. Just got to keep an eye on it. Wait for your confirmation. And Oklo as well, I think, is looking similar for the second leg up. It's just a massive consolidation. Let's put that on. And I got FOMO. I should be trading all this stuff. What the hell? There it is. Okay, a little break, high of day. Let's see if it happens. Same thing with SMR. There you go. Oklo on its second leg, it looks like.
Okay, doing it now, right? Yes.
Yeah. Big, wide consolidation. Very hard to survive that. But anyways, higher lows is a re-entry opportunity. And so
That's
far,
also
it's
the
good.
issue with these stocks. They can make really big moves up and down, and that's hard.
Yes,
Go back to trade them.
it is very tricky. You're trying to get a good RVR on it is very hard when they're jumpy. But it's on its way now. SMR, unfortunately, not getting those buyers. Looks like Ion Q and Oklo are the ones getting the buyers, making new highs. Looks like everyone wants to play with this. No one wants to play with Tesla for now. Or the regular stuff.
No, people are looking at the stocks
Feel like
really, really play.
To break. There you go. Yeah.
Actually, okay, looks very strong now. You see, like the third
Yep.
candle also like increasing volume, increasing speed, but now it's a bit too extended to get in. But
It's looking good. SMR, same thing, breakout. There it goes, 28.50.
very strong.
Catch that. It's just following OKLO, it looks like. Look at that, 2 minutes consolidation and a good healthy break. Now let's see. Yeah, these two are on their way. SMR is a decent entry 10 seconds ago. Oklo,
Now-
yeah, it's a long way out. It's gone.
Intraday it moved $3, ATR $4. So there is room left on the ATR, but maybe better wait for a pullback.
Hmm. Okay. Look at that, 15 minutes and less, like we've traded hours, like so many opportunities. And the day hasn't truly begun yet. Pretty incredible how things work.
Yeah, so to what time do you usually trade with the group? Or you just trade, you keep it all day?
Here for an hour, then usually take a break and I have other schedules after that and come back at 11 and BBT. I trade with my mentees, I think 3 days a week. We get on at about 11:30 as well.
Yes.
So, yeah. As far as my strategy is concerned, it could happen anytime during the day, except maybe the last hour and a half.
Yes.
So, the only issue is making sure I have enough stamina. That's the part that keeps me away from the late trades. Get tired.
Yeah, we need to be Have enough mental energy and focus.
Yes.
Okay, low, yes.
Okay, that okay low looks like retesting the previous high, 46.50.
Yes, that's also what I always like to look at, like how it responds to the previous high of the opening range.
Yes. Good, healthy action. Things are a bit slow though at the moment.
And SPY also fell below the VWAP, which is not great. Worst case if you're long.
Look at that.
So now also like new low and okay low.
I think if you would retest the 20 MA, maybe a good time to go long, isn't it? Because it's closer to the up.
Where's the
IOQ, sorry.
INQ.
Yeah, no, it's too far.
So EMAs are momentum indicators in my view. So if they're pointing in one direction and if the price action bounces off of it and you're convinced of that momentum in that direction, then you have an opportunity. Again, that's momentum trading. So again, you're looking at partialing as it goes in your favor rather than holding the whole thing for a big target. That's a different style of trading completely. You got to know what you're doing.
Lenny, would you mind showing your montage?
Yeah, but
You're trading on DAS.
Yes. But why you want, I can share the montage, but
Took the Apple short from rejection of Fibonacci levels.
Which one? Which ticker?
Apple.
Apple. All right. Haven't seen it. Let's see. Oh yeah, of course it rejected low. What do you expect, huh? It's Fibonacci. But right, yeah, good catch. So if you got that long, you had that as a target, and now you wait. Even though Apple dropped, I never saw any reversal setup. So just because it goes doesn't mean it's a setup to go. A lot of things just go. Very nice.
Let's see it.
Okay, low. Okay, low. Watch that new high. Maybe it's gonna make a new high above 47.
that still look like it's gonna drop.
Oh yeah, Tesla's a no-go.
okay low is empty.
You're trading equities. You're not trading option, Lenny, are you?
No, I'm trading equities. Yes, I'm trading equities.
Okay, okay. So no needs to show it then. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Where is Apple bouncing off of? Anyone knows? Is that a VWAP or something? What is that?
Yeah, Apple bounce out of VWAP.
It looks like VWAP. On my chart, that looks like VWAP exactly.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine where it is, and half the time it's right. All right.
Great trend. So SPY moved up, now came back. Now it's hovering around VWAP. Where's a nice trend? Okay, low, of course. But it's moving up with big waves up and down. You see, like one candle could be like 80, 90 cents. That could be hard to trade, right? Because then you need to put a wide stop loss.
Yeah, that stuff is hard. That's a good reason that's one of the big reasons I moved away from trading this stuff. You got to really manage your risk very carefully, read momentum, and then you can trade it. It's a good skill to have. If you can do it, it's great. I just avoid it. Okay, another new high on Okelo. Let's have a look. These highs are like going incrementally slower. But let's see. SMR for now, messing around with the opening price. No indication of a short, but it's holding in that zone, 28.50. The Tesla is in a place I would not even look at touching it because it's inside of the opening range. You have the first three candles, right? Big moves, which is basically the high of the first candle, bottom of the second candle. The breakout turned out it was a false breakout. It's just inside of the opening range. You don't want to play with this. The next thing you're looking at is, as a momentum trader, break of high of day or low of day. You have a pretty well-defined opening range now. And that could happen in the next 5 minutes or in the next 3 hours. I don't know. But that would be what you're looking at if you're a momentum person. We got, 9 minutes to the news. I don't see any setup on the 30-minute chart on the SPY. So it'll have to be another 30-minute setup, 30-minute candle waiting before there's a potential setup. Anyway, we still have 9 minutes, so we'll wait. We got Sujit, large order at 48 on Oklo. All right. The price action is generally bullish, so looks like 48 is where it wants to go. And yeah, that's approximately where I have a level as well. So, new high, there it goes right now. Bang, bang, bang.
And look at Amazon. Amazon could make another move up.
Ooh, Amazon, let's see.
QBTS.
PLTR have a volume spike in the 1 minute. Close to big up.
Ron, your alert system is cracking me up every time it says KBTS, man.
Sorry.
All right. It's just entertaining. What do we have? Amazon, big gap down, pushing up.
It's now above 200 level. There's also like some correlation with the market, so I don't like it. If the market really sells up, probably it will drag Amazon with it.
Yeah. And Lenny, you always try and find things that are not correlated, right?
Yes,
Broad
yes.
markets. Yes, that makes sense for your style, for the momentum ORB stuff. It makes a lot of sense to find catalysts. There you go. OKLO going towards the target around about 48 with the liquidity sitting there. For those of you who caught that ORB up front early with a big pop up, ideally you survived all of it so far. It's been tough, I gotta say. And try and survive big candles like this is very hard. But if you're in it, great. You're almost there. And Amazon's interesting, at least for my levels. It's holding 199.88 is my level. Bounced off of that almost precisely. Holding above, which is a bullish sign. But you don't want to just get in and wait. Ideally, you time it better. Okay, there we go. Okay, hello, target.
Oh, Oklo moving up now, up more than 20%. Yes, so it did it.
Got the target. Nice. Very nice. Oh, look at that.
It's moving nice for the people who are long Oklo, or of course, who invested nuclear long term.
Oh yes, long term. And I bought this in 2016. It's already up like 8-fold or something, and up another big pop today. So just keep holding it. Again, you have SMR kind of following OKLO. Not as volatile, perhaps easier to manage, but you gotta be more patient with it. Again, holding above the recent high, 28.80. So that's also encouraging again for the next tick up. Same sectors, just that OKLO seems to have all the fun, all the buzz. Okay, another 6 minutes to the news, or 5 minutes.
What news we have today?
I think it's a home sales report or something like that. Something.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll make the SPY jump, so that's the only reason I'm waiting.
5 minutes indeed. Yeah, well, that's the power, right? Finding stocks in play. And it's also the issue with clear market days where everybody's like moving with the market.
And I should have stayed in IONQ.
Is INQ also moving?
No, I said I should have stayed after the 5 minute ORB, but like the 3 last candles with high volume, I figured it's gonna break, so I didn't like it. Went to the downside. 938 and 939.
Well, that's good risk management. It hit your stop and you get out. You don't blow up an account. You don't build bad habits. It's okay if it goes without.
It haven't dropped my stuff, but I expected for it to shoot up stronger because also the market at that time was also strong. So
Fair enough. Stopping out is a good thing because you always have the opportunity to re-enter, but holding past your risk management parameters, that is not a good thing. That's when if it works once or twice, that's the worst thing that can happen to you because you build bad habits moving forward, and then you will blow up pretty soon. So these are things to really, be careful of. Build good habits.
So you got a buddy over here. I got out at the same exact spot. So
There you go. All good risk management.
Thank you, sir.
So these things are non-negotiable. Risk management.
Man, everything is so choppy.
Yeah.
You look at the SPY, right? SPY, it's just moving sideways. Really, really in a range.
Yes. Great big mess on the SPY at the moment. Boy, come back after dark and take a trade maybe today or the next week because there's nothing there. Anyways, the news in a few minutes. Interested to see what happens.
Three more minutes. So in the group, did anybody who traded OKLO?
Nice. Yeah, a few of you. Good.
Yeah, but I went away at pretty much at break even. I didn't trust it.
All right.
I think the issue was it showed each time it showed a real strength after a big move. So basically, you see like this big squeeze at 934,
Mhm.
was very strong, but then you're a little bit extended, right? And then 937, there was my entry a little bit below. The entry was
Yeah,
like you get in after big squeeze candles. You never get a good risk to reward if you get in. And then there was like another strong moment at 943 where we saw like 3 strong candles in a row, high volume breaking out, but then also again like the risk to reward is not that great.
it's just a great topping too next to the significant level, which is the pre-market high.
Yes.
I mean, still not really breaking it.
Richard, you're still in OKLO. Looks like you caught it early, huh? Nice. 45.23. Okay. Yeah, nice little catch. Still holding. Cool. Get a good entry. It always helps to hold when it goes, but OKLO adjust is tough.
You beat the X. Look like you want to break the VWAP. Good for me.
There we go. New highs. New highs. Suddenly buyers came in again. New highs.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Went long QBT S at 1856.
Nice.
QBTS, yes. So 1 minute to the news. Market is still moving sideways. Let's see what's gonna happen.
All right. It is interesting for Brick to the upside. If it early gets there on the SPY, around 580. It's a far distance right now, but let's see what happens. I like that the lows are getting higher on the 30-minute chart.
Yes.
Still going to take a little while, but I'm getting ready for that at some point today.
Oh, new highs for OKLO.
Fine. All right, here comes the jump. Let's see. Yep. All around.
Yeah.
There you go. 49.79 is the next target on OKLO on my chart. Just under 50.
Sounds really.
Yes.
Pedro, you want CRWV? All right, let's have a look. So far, not a lot of activity with the news and no setup for me, so nothing to do. CRWV, these are the levels I got. What happened here? Looks like it pushed down and found the level. It's been aggressively up. I don't see a setup on a 30-minute perspective. 1 minute, yeah, you had the 1 minute ORB set up. Even the retest or a little pullback and a second leg up. Since then, absolutely nothing. I mean, this is it's just gone into chop. It pulled back and it hasn't found buyers aggressively to move it up. It's just sitting there, you see. And an odd thing is we actually have the highs getting lower and lower. So this is not buyers taking over for the another leg up. It's really just chop, just above 100, just sitting there. It might move later. It might look at a 30-minute or 15-minute chart or something for big ABCD, but nah, there's nothing in that right now. That's day trader's graveyard. Oh, SMR and Okello, there you go, both of them. Again, SMR has been easier to manage, but you need patience for that as well. Sit and wait till it wants to move. Okello is giving you big pops in both directions.
Yeah. Okello is very, very interesting price action, right? Classic breakout from a daily range, catalyst. And then it also showed clear strength at the market open. Really the squeeze. Volume came only in the 4th minute actually, which makes didn't make it more easy. But then straight away strength, another time strength, pullback, another time strength. But just these lower liquidity names, there's some buyers coming, it really squeezes up, and that makes it hard to wait for a nice confirmation.
Yes, it does. Tricky big candles.
Now I think it's a bit late, even though I got in because there was still a lot of room on the ATR left intraday. The rate moved $3, ATR $4.40.
Okay, hello, look at that thing.
Yes. Doesn't look good.
So that's a very good day, 24% up. So, I mean, which one you have your main position for the long term, Avi? Is it Okello, SMR, or another one? Is there more of them, right?
I had SMR for a very long time, and I actually sold it earlier this year, and it made one of those pops earlier. But now it's all in the uranium ETF, URNM, and I consolidated all the other positions. I had like 10 different uranium miners and producers and refiners all over, companies that are like mining the stuff out of the ground in Africa, listed in Australia, stuff like that. But because of the ETF actually became more concentrated with genuine uranium names that weren't diluted anymore, it became a better play on the uranium sector without having to stomach all the volatility of these, things like SMR, which when I bought it, then I went down 50%, and I sold it at 300% up or something. You have to go through that stuff. But the ETFs, you don't have that much portfolio volatility. I'm already up like massively on that whole portfolio. So might as well stabilize it and let it run for the next few years while we have this energy problem in the world. Yeah. And of course, uranium, is available. So I think it's a good investment.
Yeah.
I think it's also very interesting, that you're trading day trading levels, but you're also looking at the long-term fundamental, right? And then you can really see like different dimensions of the market. Really trying to solve them. I mean, that's very interesting, that combination.
It is. It's really great. And it's funny, people tell me it's a market. The market's up, the market's down. That confuses me so much, because to me it's not a market. It's not a stock market. It's a market of stocks. You tell me the S&P's up, or you know what? Well, the energy sector is down. You tell me the S&P's down, and you go and look at the energy sector. That thing's going somewhere else. Well, then you have emerging markets. You have all that. There's so much going on. It's just CNBC says S&P up, down. Everyone freaks out. There's so much more. So, anyways, you get those kinds of perspectives, and then you can really make some money.
Yes. So looking more like individual stocks, individual sectors instead of the whole market.
Yeah. Just kind of looking at what civilization needs in the next 5 years and Oh, we need more energy, obviously. Lack of investment, all that stuff. So there's a
Yeah.
lot in all that. And then, of course, come here and day trade the SPY all day, no problem. No problem at all.
They say for long-term investing is good to just to have a try to envision how the world would look like in 3 to 5 years from now, and then
And
build something around it.
you got to buy things that are right now people aren't looking at. They don't know they're going to need it. You know, everyone thinks they're going to need NVIDIA. Everyone bought NVIDIA. Now look what happened. But that's not the truth, right? What you really need is energy to power all this AI stuff. We had the same thing with the crypto mining stuff when that happened like 5 years ago. So
Yes.
all that turns out it's energy in the last cycle, which is what, 8 years so far. Something like that. Anyways, so still nothing on the SPY. What do we have here? Sujit SPY gap fill in progress. Perhaps. Where's the gap? Yeah, perhaps. I'll take the breakout going up if it happens. In which case it goes all the way up. It's not just a little fill. And the setup is good. And so far, as long as these 30-minute candles keep putting in higher lows, gets to my level around 580, consolidates in that zone, and in the 1 minute perspective, I get a good ABCD pattern. That's where I'll wait for a long and make the assumption that it's going to fly right through all the chop because of these higher lows. That's what the buyers are coming in, the strong hands down here, ready for the pop. But my confirmation is when it pops through 580. That's the wait.
Hey,
And then it goes up.
how do you see Amazon?
Amazon, yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, so went off the
Lenny
level.
also. Lenny, you got
Yeah.
a position on Amazon?
Yeah. In Amazon, I'm not in a position without getting out at break even if it gets to break even, and otherwise let it run for a bigger move. I think I'm gonna let it run to 209, 201.99.
Yeah. Amazon did a good break. Again, for me on a 30-minute, it didn't set up to take the breakout. So I wouldn't have caught that breakout if I was looking at it. But it did bounce off the level quite firmly multiple times. So if you're looking at massive ABCD patterns, you catch that. Perhaps a 5-minute ABCD is there. 15-minute ABCD pattern is there too. So those patterns exist. It's just not a 30-minute setup, but yeah, it's there. And now it just made a new high. Looks like it's bouncing off of the previous high. And if that bounce happens, that's a good signal. To me, the bounce is complete when it breaks even the more recent high, and then it's it's on its way. It's happening right now. It looks like.
I like that Amazon. You see like the move up, it's increasing in speed, right, and also good volume. And then this red candle is like low volume. It's coming down and moving up again.
Yep. Nice.
And that was a nice confirmation candle. So I'm happy to get out at break even if it now moves down. Otherwise, I just let it run for a bigger move. I've got one target 201.99, another target 202.99.
Nice. Yeah, it's gonna move a little slower now, obviously, than the first 10 minutes, but that's gonna be a good one. Just gotta sit with it. There you go, new high, and that's it's healthy as long as it keeps doing that. It's good. Everything moves in waves. If it moves, in one direction, that's not healthy. If it moves in waves, just ABCDs, then it's good.
But you see also the difference, like in how OKLO moves up and Amazon. You see OKLO less liquidity, so it moves up with bigger waves, right? Less consistent. That makes it harder to trade. While you see like a stock like Amazon, you see like the candles are a little bit more or less the same size, more smaller. That's a little bit more stability, more liquidity.
Yep. Good point there. You guys look at the floats when you're picking your catalyst stocks. Very important. That's what Carlos does every day, guys, in the pre-market, all the time. The YouTube show. That's what it's about. Pick the right catalyst stocks.
Like the bigger tech names usually have enough liquidity, more volume. Therefore, I look every day. I look at them: Microsoft, Google, Meta, AMD, MU, NVIDIA, Apple, Tesla, Amazon. These are really my favorite stocks to trade.
Yeah, it's nice when they work well, huh? They're smooth.
It's very smooth. It's also occasionally like a stock like OKLO can be very nice, or QBTS. I think QBTS yesterday was very nice. With QBTS today, not so much. With OKLO today is very, very nice.
Nice. What am I not seeing here?
And that's also the difference, right? If you look at OKLO, what is the difference between like getting in at the high of the day or getting in lower? If you're getting in at the high of the day, especially after a strong move, it's very hard to get a good risk to reward. But if you would wait for, if you can, of course, not always possible, wait for a nice pullback, you can adjust your stop loss, and you can get a way better risk to reward, because after pullback, the price really pulled back, of course, that's a pullback. And the distance between your entry and stop loss can be way, way tighter.
Yep. It's like catching these ORBs, the 1 minute ORBs, if you can catch them. On something like OKLO, again, the setup was right there. There was a big gap up, fell, went to a level. If you have a level there that you believe in, bounced off that. As soon as it reclaims the opening price, you're in that. And you tighten your stop as it goes. Just struggle with the first pullback. But yeah, like Lenny's saying, catching an early entry is ideal. That's what ORBs are good for that. But again, you got to be sharp with it. It's fast. It's very, very fast. And low float stuff, I mean, big gaps up and it sells off at the open. That immediately should brighten up your eyes if you're looking at stuff like this. Low float, volatile stuff. There you go, Amazon. You guys are ripping it.
Nice.
Target in mind. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
That QBTS takes forever. It took long at 9:58, and I keep seeing like big order on the ask, but it's not acting as strong as the fusion spice. I'm not sure if I should stay here. Kind
What's your trade book? Did you get your right entry? Then what's your target based on your trade book?
My target is previous day close, which is 1905.
Alrighty.
About 40 cents away. But I still like a big order, 1880. That if it's reached there, I think it can push higher. But
let's see, that is the high of day, around about previous high of day, just a little while ago. I like the lower, I like the higher lows here, and then this consolidation below the previous high of day. So it's all encouraging for a break. But yeah, it's hard to hold because it's got teeth on both sides, right? Every candle has wicks on both sides, it looks like. So you want to be careful. This thing wants to bite.
yeah.
Keep your stop, stick to your rules, whatever they are, stick to them. That's what they're for. They're called rules for a reason, right? You don't break them.
Let's see now. The chance to break 1880.
I like how you said it. They got teeth on both sides, the wicks on both sides.
I mean, there is a battle.
Yep. All right. Okay, a low one through 50. Nice. Nice work, Richard. You got 8.5 R out of OKLO. Good trade management there.
That's nice.
Yeah. Get the entry, survive the pullbacks, hold for your target. It's basically what I do most of the time, and it works better than most other things.
I think for me, OKLO really, I get a little bit extended, but I think it was really strong signals, right? First, you got the daily range gap up, but then you see basically this first candle with volume squeeze candle. Then we see these pullbacks getting bought up, but like lower volume on the way down, and then another squeeze candle. Is really, really strong sign, and of course a great catalyst, great gap up, and that's like that's ORB trading, right? That you're looking for signals at the beginning to see if you can find like a trend for the rest of the day.
Very nice. Cool.
And go ahead.
I'm interested. I'm watching this QBTS position. This activity here. Very, very interesting. Again, it's going to get jumpy, especially if you're saying there's liquidity just above it. And we know high of days just above it. It's been jumpy. It's probably going to get jumpier now. And that'll determine what happens next. It's an interesting area to watch it. Even if you're not in it, it's good to watch these things. You get to learn how price action works. Or not? Do you want to short? Okay, hello. Yeah. Next thing I know, you're gonna send me an email that you blew up an account.
I would be careful shorting stock like okay low, it's like shorting the strongest stock around there. It's not. It's very tricky.
If you're even thinking about stuff like this, it's telling me you got FOMO. You missed the move, and now you got FOMO. It's an indication. You should come play poker with me. We'll learn a lot about each other. Tell who's got FOMO and who doesn't. It's pretty obvious.
Who's willing to pay to see if it was a bluff, right? That's
Yeah.
like a big bet on a river, and then like who is capable of folding and who just wants to call just to see the hand.
And who's desperate to just buy the pot? And you can see who's desperate. They're just trying to buy it. With the pot that's not worth much, but they'll put it all in. It's not even worth the investment. It's funny. Psychology really shows it's on the table. You can see it in people's charts as well.
The momentum is a bit gone. Morning volatility is a bit over, so I think now it's time for more time
Yes.
for trading, right?
It's nap time. Snooze time. Go for a sunset motorcycle ride time and come back. Then get something.
Nice. So I'm only left in one position, Amazon. I am getting out of break even if it comes down. Otherwise, I just let it run for a big move. Got one target 201.99 and the other one 202.99. I think with such big market volatility, stocks can just make big moves.
Right on.
What do you think about Tesla?
Tesla, is that a Lenny thing or an Avi thing?
Now the 9 EMA crossed the VWAP.
I think it's just very choppy. It formed basically an opening range and then just moving sideways. You see, yeah, now it's coming up, but I think like it's difficult to trade in choppy price action because basically you're looking at choppy price action, then it breaks out, and then you hope that it's gonna break out. But in my experience, like if something has been choppy, the most likely it's gonna stay choppy. Right? So I just try to avoid altogether any choppy price action.
Yep. That's a very, very good point. Things are going to keep doing what they have been doing, and who the hell are you to assume otherwise? So don't assume it. If it's choppy, it's going to be choppy. If it's trending, it's going to be trending until it stops. Don't get ahead of yourself, and certainly don't try to get ahead of the market. You don't know. Nobody knows.
So always also like the best predictor for future behavior is simply like past behavior, right? Current behavior. If it now has been showing this kind of behavior, then yeah, the best probably most likely it's gonna, or at least there's more probability it's gonna keep moving that way.
Yeah, good that I exited before my stop loss at QBTS. Took too long to break.
Yes.
Winner today. Winner.
Yep. It failed and stop.
Who wanted to show Tayo on Q? Looks like it's going down now.
Hey guys, we have 10 minutes left. So anything you'd like to discuss or ask, now's your chance before we take 3 days off.
Yeah, Monday no trading, right?
Yeah, that's very disappointing. I don't like it. I don't even like Saturday and Sunday because you can't go and make money on those days. You just gotta sit and wait. So now it's 3 days. I'll sit and not make money for 3 days.
Oh yeah, Monday's Memorial Day, right?
Yeah, that's what I've been told. So oh well, we gotta find something to do. But it's good. It's good to get the mind off it, take a break. That's always healthy.
Focus on other things than just the charts.
Yes.
So where was the trend today? Was there any strong, nice, beautiful trend? Even PH, not.
Really, Amazon looks like the neatest activity to my eyes. And well, okay, a little bit. That was messy. From what's on my charts.
Yeah.
What happened with Apple? Yeah, Apple, you see, it wasn't a trend. It just, again, you catch the opening volatility or momentum if you're able to catch it, and then that's it. Doesn't go anywhere. Sure enough, at a level.
Yeah. No, what's interesting is Amazon, like you see, like the SPY and Qs, they're dropping now, but like Amazon's holding in a very tight range. So Amazon also basically was holding on top of the previous range. So basically, it wants to move up, but it's getting held back by the market, and that's the issue with this market correlation. But at least if the SPY now suddenly decides to turn around, probably Amazon will also move up. But if SPY keeps on going down, will also eventually take probably Amazon down. But at least like you're stronger than the market. So if the market goes the right direction, stock will also go in the right direction.
Yeah, relative strength. It's a very good point. Can use that. All right. Daisy, you're looking at Tesla. Let's see. What is Tesla into? Tesla's doing nothing. Still inside of its big opening range. I wouldn't trust it anywhere here, just like what Lenny was saying a few minutes ago. Just let it be. Zoom out. Take it easy. There's easier ways to make money and even to lose money than in playing with Tesla. You want to lose money, go and do something else. It's easier to lose. And this is, you could get lucky with this, that's what I'm saying. And that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
What do we have here, Ant-Man? EU Trade Commissioner, US Trade Rep, all this stuff. At 11. Oh, okay. So we're getting more news at 11. Cool. Thanks for that. These guys are just in a battle of words at the moment. There we go. We're getting some action on the SPY. This is interesting. New buyers coming in. From where? Again, higher lows. All a good sign. Same thing on the 30 so far. Still going to take a while.
Bounced right off the VWAP.
Ah, there you go. Was that you buying it off the VWAP? Again, Dean. Look at this thing. Very nice. Yeah, I stopped using VWAP some time ago because I always got chopped up on it. It was so difficult to understand whether it's respecting it or it's just respecting it or it's just chopping around it. In the first few years of trading, lost a lot of money trying to figure that out. And what I figured out is I just got to remove it from my charts because I can't figure it out. So, but when it comes to levels I find much easier. They don't move around, right? They just sit there. And you can tell when a couple of wicks bounce off the levels, pretty much close to it or almost on it, you have something. You can put risk against that. So that's why I like it. Stationary targets are easier to hit than moving targets. Here goes Amazon, new high perhaps. To 150 on fund.
Yeah, you see, like now the SPY is like turning around. Then you see also Amazon at the high of the day, right? And that's like the advantage of trading like that.
Very nice. Yep, there it is.
And actually, if I would now build my position, I would be actually at break even for today because I had some loss early on Amazon and also on OKLO. But I think it's also very good to have like let your winners run. I think it's very important, right? The risk to reward part.
Lenny, what do you think about NVIDIA long?
Yeah, let me see NVIDIA.
Kind of 5 minutes or again.
It looks very choppy, right? To be honest, and it doesn't really look stronger than the Qs. Look, the Qs are now at the high of the day, but NVIDIA not. So I think okay, the market is stronger than NVIDIA, so I wouldn't trade it. I like to trade at least stocks that are stronger than the rest, because it gives some tailwind if the market goes that direction. Otherwise, you're basically just betting on the market. Right? Because for NVIDIA now, simply you would hope that Q is moving up, and if Q is not moving up, probably NVIDIA also not going to move up, because it also has no really a clear individual catalyst.
Or not, yes, you can form a bias based on Avi levels if you want to. You can form a bias based on any indicator. You can form a bias based on flipping a coin if you want. It's up to you what you want to do. There's no right and wrong. You just got to find a way that's consistent for you, where your winners are bigger than your losers, and your ability to execute it consistently so that your winners are bigger than your losers. So those are the things to think about. But yeah, independent thinking, you'll come up with all kinds of ideas, but then back test it, and then test it in sim mode, replay mode, and then you have something. Personally, I don't go in with biases. I just watch the 30-minute candles at these levels, and let it tell me what it's going to do there. Best probability scenarios.
Yeah. I think I'm also going to drop off. Morning volatility for me is over. I'm going to also need to prepare the P Capital meeting for Group D in 30 minutes. And you all are welcome to come there. So of course, not only for Group D, everybody can come there. In 30 minutes from now in the Google meeting room.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Lenny. Always fun trading with you and hearing your insight, man. Thanks.
You're welcome, guys. It's very nice trading with you guys. Yeah, so I traded okay low. I traded, I thought like the signs of strength were very good at the beginning. Also like a stocky play, but it just got stopped out before it made the move. And Amazon actually also bit the same story. I got in here, got stopped out, got in here, stopped out, almost not really to the penny, but then it made the move. But now I got in again, and I'm letting it run to break even, or like go for a very big target, and then it would be if I get there, it would be a good, nice winning day. And I think like with these market circumstances, we can expect big volatility, right? And I think what nice thing about Amazon is it's stronger than the rest. So if at least the SPY is holding, then Amazon is a little bit higher probability to move up. Amazon usually trades very nice on tariff news. I think better than the other stocks. Yeah, there's now let's see. But okay, guys. Yeah, I think especially on a 2-minute chart, it looked good. Amazon, not perfect, but look good. Like the firm volume in the second, third candle, pullback, low volume, confirmation candle. Then I was able to get like decent entries. But yeah, that was early on. All right, guys. So I'm gonna jump off. See you guys, some of you in the group meeting in 30 minutes from now. Avi, thank you very much. It was very nice trading with you. And I think in 1 week or 2 weeks, we'll be doing it again.
Yep, we'll meet again. Have fun. Take it easy, Lenny. Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye, people.
See ya.
Bye, Lenny.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one, Lenny.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. This is the last 30 seconds or so for me as well. Any questions, comments, concerns, holiday issues, holiday plans, anything you want to discuss? Yeah, 30 seconds. And then we'll be shutting down this session.
Are we meeting for the happy hour?
Yeah, I'll put out the link right after this one, and that'll run along. You always want to go to happy hour, huh?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, man. Great. All right, I'm going to shut the recording down here and get this all wrapped up. Cool. All right, guys, that was